No, apparently this is my evening for New York stories. When I was 20 years old, I left home in South Carolina, went to New York. After a couple weeks in the YMCA and like that, I wound up at the Broadway Central Hotel. Now, for those of you not familiar with it, when it was built, it was the largest hotel in the country. When I got there, it was the oldest hotel in New York. The National Baseball League had been founded in one of the ballrooms. The financier, Jay Gould, had been shot on the second floor landing. It was an old hotel. And it had not been taken care of very well. That's why it was cheap enough for someone like me to stay there. So anyway, I go up to my room. The age of the hotel also was, there were no bathrooms in the rooms. This was an elegant hotel in its day. The bathrooms were down the hall, you see. So I'm in the room, in my little room with the bed, and I'm trying to save money because I'm not making any at my job, and so I'm trying to cook for myself. The first thing I did was I went out and bought one of these immersion heaters. You plug it in, you put it in a cup of coffee. Anything you could put in a cup and boil, I did. I boiled eggs, I made instant mashed potatoes, I made oatmeal. If you could cook it in a cup, I did it. But eventually I got tired of that, so I went down to the desk and they would rent me a hot plate for another $4 a week. All right, I got a hot plate, I went back up, I bought a pot, and now I was gonna actually make something. I was gonna make flan, actually. And I'm not from New York, I'm looking for new things, so I got this box. And I plug in the thing, and I put it down underneath the sink, because they had a sink in the room, no toilet, they had a sink in the room, and so I'm cooking there, and all of the lights went out. So it went out. And I go to the hallway to look, there's no lights on anywhere. I called down to the front desk, and I said, the lights in my room went out, the lights in the hall are out too. And he said, we know, the lights in the entire hotel are out, we're going down to fix the fuse. I said, okay, well, I have to wait for my dinner, for the thing here. So I said, I hope it doesn't spoil while it's waiting to get, and after about 10 minutes or 15, the lights all came back on. Great. I plugged in my hot plate again. Poof! All the lights went out again. That was kind of an embarrassing moment. There were, I don't know how many, 200, 300 rooms in the hotel. I just blacked out all of them. So I called the guy up and I said, I just plugged in my hot plate again and the lights in the hotel went out. Do you suppose there's a connection? And he said, bring the hot plate down, and he switched it out with me, so I got a new hot plate. But that was, considering the fact that I wasn't actually facing anybody, it was an extremely embarrassing moment there with the thing and the hot plate. So there you go. Have a good night.